Welcome to this nourishing, grounding, feel-good yoga flow. This one will feel especially nice if you're feeling a little stressed out or you simply need to find a little calm. Grab 2 blocks and a bolster or something like it, like a pillow, and we're going to get started in a supported heart opener. So you're going to take your blocks. One is going to be at the lowest level, the long way. The other block goes above it at the middle height and the horizontal way. So your blocks will create like a little T shape. Now take your bolster or pillow and lay it over the blocks so it gives you a nice cushion. Sit on your mat at the edge of the bolster and just lie on back. And feel free to adjust whatever needs adjusting so that your head is being supported. This feels good. If this is too much for whatever reason, ditch the blocks. Widen your feet to about mat width distance. Keep your knees bent. Let the arms release down by your sides, palms up. Close your eyes. And just take a moment to settle in. Surrender a little more weight to the things that are supporting you. And know that your knees bent like this is going to be the most supportive for your back. So you could decide to stay right here. You can also explore extending your legs out long or bringing your feet together, your knees bent like a reclined butterfly. Whatever feels best to you, settle in. Take a big breath in through the nose. Linger in the fullness. And a long exhale through the mouth. Do that again. Big breath in. And a slow breath out. One more big breath in. And a slow exhale out. Bring your feet back to your mat, your knees bent if they're not already there. And just shift your hips off to one side and roll your way off of your bolster, off of your blocks, onto the side in a supported fetal position. And then with the help of your hands, ease your way on up to sit. Take your bolster underneath you, and we're going to sit on the bolster. You can take your blocks off to the side. Get yourself comfortable. And then lifting the hands, rotate your palms out and just begin to push the arms out and pull them back in. So a little soft wave. Out and in, out and in. Close your eyes, keep the movement going. Try to relax the fingers a bit. And imagine your hands moving, pushing through water. There's like a little resistance against the palms. Feel the space in between your fingers. Sit up tall, but you try to relax any unneeded tension, any unneeded effort. Keep pulling attention to your breath. Big breath in, slow, full exhale out. Just moving some energy around. All All right, slow it down. Make fists with your hands and then thumbs up, and a little figure 8 leading with your thumbs. So you have some internal rotation coming into the arms and shoulders and external rotation. Again, close your eyes and keep the movement going. We pull attention to our breath. We utilize the breath as a tool to move us through times and places where it feels a little challenging. So if you're starting to feel a little effort or tiredness around the shoulders or upper arms, your neck, your jaw, can you bring attention to your breath? Can you ride your breath and move through it? Know that everything is temporary. We're here for only another 3, 2, and 1. With your breath in, let the arms open wide, fill up. As you exhale, right arm underneath your left for eagle arm. So elbows bend, bring the forearms together. Option 1, palms face out. Option 2, a double wrap. Try to bring the palms together and then lift the elbows up about shoulder height. Draw the elbows, draw the forearms, draw the pinky fingers forward as best as you can. Close your eyes, unclench your jaw, get a little extra space behind your molars. And breathe into the upper arms, the shoulders, the upper back. One more big breath in. And a slow exhale out. Release the arms with your breath in. Let them open wide. Take up your space. And exhale, left arm underneath your right arm. Wrap them up, singly wrapping or doubly wrapping. And then again, lift the elbows up. Draw the forearms forward. Soften the eyes. Stay here and breathe. In and out. And in and out. Check in. What can you soften? What can you release? One more breath. Gotta release the arms. Make tight fists with your hands and now flick your fingers forward. Out, 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 out. So imagine this, still moving energy around, but taking anything that you don't want, just sending it away from you. Out, 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 out. Soften or close your eyes. Again, bring attention to your breath. Keep your poise. Keep flicking your fingers. Let the arms go out wide. Out, out, out. Sending anything you don't want, that you don't need, out and away from you. Send those arms straight up and over your head for only 3, 2, 1. Clap the hands together. Bring the hands to your heart. And then place one hand on top of the other over the heart, over the chest. Take a big breath in through your nose and then hold the breath at the top of this inhale. Hold it. Try to take another little sip of breath in through the nose. Exhale slow and steady out through the mouth. We do that again. Big breath in through the nose. Hold the breath at the top. Sneak in a little extra air through the nose. Slow, steady exhale through the mouth. One more time. Big breath in through the nose. Hold the breath at the top. Sneak in a little extra breath in. And exhale out the mouth. Best way to calm the nervous system. Blink the eyes open and let's come into all fours, tabletop. Let's kind of push the bolster off to the side. You're in hands and knees. Give your body a moment just to swish around the space. So anything that feels good to you. Couple rounds of cat and cow with your breath in. Let's drop the belly a little bit, lift the gaze. So you're arching, and as you exhale, soften round. You're tucking the tail, the head drops. And again, inhale, drop the belly, lift your gaze. You have a little pull underneath your hands. You're pulling towards extension. Exhale, push a little more through the hands, going towards flexion. And again, inhale and exhale, soften round. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Lift the hips and pedal out through your feet. Get into the backs of your legs. Letting go of any little cracks or pops that are there. You can bend your knees as much as needed here. But in any downward facing dog, try to get a crease happening in your hip. So it's almost like your tail is tilting a little bit rather than tucking under. Try to draw your heart back by pushing through the hands, sending your hips up and back. And now in downward facing dog, widen your feet, mat width distance. Start to walk your hands back to your feet. And as you arrive, spin your toes open, your heels spin in, bend your knees generously, round your back, and roll up to stand. With that same breath in, float the arms open, wide, and up. Lift your gaze, palms touch. As you exhale, hands to your heart, bend your knees, arch the spine, lower down halfway. Now bring your hands to your thighs, round your spine again, tuck your tail under, and roll up to stand. And do this a couple more times. Wave squats. Feel the suppleness in the spine, getting into the hips, connecting everything with breath. Give it one more round. And the next time you start to come down, and just melt the hands to your mat, forward fold. So stretch the legs, bring your feet back underneath your hips, and walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. As you exhale, drop down to the knees. Keep your toes tucked under, and we're moving towards puppy pose. It's similar to down dog, but on your knees. So you start to walk your hands forward, and it will be a little more forward than you think. And start to bow the forehead down towards the mat. And as you do, try to keep the outer parts of the armpits wrapping down towards the mat. Try to keep the ribs in a bit and keep drawing your hips up and back. And the forehead might touch, it might not, but you keep drawing those hips up and back, and it's a nice big stretch through your mid and upper back into the upper arms. And then lift your forehead, gaze forward, lower the elbows and forearms to your mat, and try to slide your way forward and down to your belly. You might need to wiggle your hips back a bit. You look down, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. You untuck the toes and you press the tops of your feet into your mat. Now feel a little tuck of the tail, so your tailbone reaches back towards your heels. That's going to get you out of your lower back. Think about a little pull through the arms as you come up for Sphinx. So it's a little extension of the spine. Think about lifting up and out of your upper back. Your neck is free, jaw unclenched. Bobble the head around here. Unclench the jaw, get a little extra space behind your molars. And then release into full prostration. It's full connection to the earth. Go ahead, slide the arms forward, palms on the earth. Release your forehead to the earth. And then really relax. So as you relax, your glutes let go, your heels will naturally fall open a bit. Allow yourself to be a puddle on the earth, soaking up the calming, cooling energies of it. And then slowly draw the hands back and underneath your shoulders. Child's pose. Draw the hips back towards heels as the knees open wide, big toes touch. Soften the elbows a bit. Relax behind the skull, the back of the neck. And rising up to all fours to get our final relaxation set up. So you're gonna use your 2 blocks in your bolster. Come to sit, and your 2 blocks are gonna come to the front edge of your mat, and they're gonna make like a little bridge. So one is right next to the other with a little space in between. Lay your bolster on top of those blocks. And then scoot yourself forward, bring your legs on top. And your bolster is underneath your knees, underneath your thighs. And then rolling your way on down to your forearms, onto your back. Again, adjust whatever you need to adjust. Let the arms release down, but have them have space. So out a little wider away from your body, palms face up. Relax your legs so you're going to have a natural external rotation to them. This is such a nice setup to release and give space to your low back and sacrum. Close your eyes. Keep surrendering a little more weight to the earth. And you're just lingering here in this space, giving yourself this time. Nothing else matters. Imagining yourself in a warm, salty body of water. You're floating. You feel that support. You feel suspended. You feel at ease. Begin to deepen your breath without losing that feeling. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes, again, without losing that feeling. Bring your feet back and on the bolster. Roll your way to your right side, supported fetal position. And without any rush, use your hands to help bring you into a comfortable seat. That can be on your bolster or off. Bring one hand on top of the other, on top of your heart. Close your eyes. Take another big breath in through the nose. Fill up. Hold the breath at the top. Take one more little sip of breath in through the nose. And a slow exhale through the mouth. Bring the palms together, your thumbs to the space between the eyebrows as a gentle reminder of kind thought. To your lips, kind speech. to your heart, kind intention. Closing practice with another big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Until next time.